everybody, and welcome back
for the first little bit.
to Pros versus Joes. Our
Go for it. I'm
doing
ready.
a pro gamer move here with filling the digestate on the run. You know what? Keep this guy running, and he's making plenty of money. Oh yeah!
No
That
GPS.
was
We're
close.
counting our pennies.
We've got our oat field ready to harvest. Back there, possibly going to get ready to fire that thing up any minute now. Hey, Kiwi, Scooter's Workbench, and Matt, how you doing? Kiwi, well, where's Kerbo? Kerbo's not here. Got 8,000 liters. So.
Dental.
Let's bring you up on what has happened since we were last together. Well, we have bought some land. We bought these 3 plots of land since we were last together.
I'll empty at the end there, and then
Plowed that up and
open up the field down the
put
middle.
grass in it. We
That
have
way I can always
also,
run with the pipe out.
as you've seen, got some sheep going, got some wool production going on, because you know what, we were already making hay for our mixed rations. So why not plop some sheep down, bought some more cows, trying to get to a point where we can be able to sell a load or more of cows daily to add to our finances. Got some pretty darn good milk production going on. When the milk prices are good, we can make some pretty decent money on milk. And we are up to $1.8 million. Now the competition has been coming on strong. They had quite a payday earlier. They're at $1.7 million. I think they're feeling the pressure. Trying to come on hard. Okay, we've got another good payday coming tonight.
Oat prices are kind of junky, aren't they?
Yeah, they were better earlier today.
I think you're only talking like a 30% difference just for one field.
I don't think it's cost to buy a silo.
Oh yeah, it's not. It ain't worth it.
Money you're going to lose selling the silo later.
After we get this off, we're just going to plant this in grass for now again, right?
Oh
So
yeah, because I have plenty of straw with that field.
And if it looks like we're running low, we'll throw some oats down again if we have to.
Yeah. And like, if we did put oats in this upper field, would have got at least 2 cuts, if not 3 cuts of grass off of it. Meantime. All right, let's get to harvesting.
Looks like the best sell spot is the sweet shop, Darren. So,
Yep.
green dog.
Well, the orange fox might be on it, so he's got to say affirmative, blue wombat.
We're going to be free-flowing it today. We decided not to waste the money on guided steering. Can we make a whole pass without needing to unload?
Yeah, it was one pass was 69%.
That was my only concern.
Yep, I'm gonna open up the center, and then we can always run pipe out that way.
Roger, Dodger. So the reason we are using these little
Like we know how to
scrawny,
do it or something.
scrawny harvesters here is because they're cheap. So we've got pretty good GPS direction here. Locked on pretty good. Let me show you what our logic is. So the Nova 330 here is $5,355 to lease
Use
initially.
my built-in navigation
And
on
it
the map
has
screen.
a capacity of 4,500 liters. Okay, $5,355 to lease. So the next one up is $10,000, double the money to lease per hour. Okay, initially, and then there's an hourly charge.
So
Okay.
in my I was recording
Move
a
up
Let's
more.
build, and
We're at
I was putting in a
15,000,
road,
3 times the
and I
cost
thought
on this
a
harvester.
cool terrain feature would be like if you
Okay.
could,
That's
almost like a
before we even
bulldozing
factor
tool,
in the price
where,
of
like
the
you
header.
could set like point A and then point B, and then type in what like incline grade you want, and it kind of creates like a flat ramp and cuts into the land. Oh, that'd be so cool.
So we figure that we can lease 2 of these harvesters
You can kind of make a flat road bed like on the side of a hill
or
or something.
basically less than the next size harvester. Or we could basically lease 3 harvesters compared to the second biggest size harvester. And we've got 5-meter headers. We're effectively working at a 10-meter working speed with 2 harvesters. 3, we would have 15-meter working speed, which is still cheaper than the big harvester. One of these big boys is $21,000. So we're talking 5, 10, 15. We're talking 4 harvesters of this size in order to basically harvest this field. So while we're using smaller equipment, it's going to take a bit longer. We've got 2 of them. The goal is that this field's going to take an hour or less. If we go over that 1 hour limit, then we're going to start eating into our savings. As long as this whole field takes less than an hour to work through, then we are golden. Nathaniel, yes, we are on the pros team. All right, locked in 180. So we're going to keep on going. Who's on the Joe side? Well, I'm not going to be able to remember all their names because, well, there's 5 of them. In the starting credits, we've got Gizmo, IA Roadkill, Jamberry, Nuka-Cola. That's 4. I don't remember number 5. In the opening credits, Alien Jim is on the pro side. Yes, he's not on the server tonight. At least not yet.
You're going to be dodging bales, JK.
Hopefully. He forked him. See, another pro move. Pro gamer move.
Pro gamer move right there. Heck yeah.
Yep, acid man. There you go. That's number 5.
Should be able to have some
And can he reverse? He reversed the whole way back.
Look at my pipe. It's still blowing out.
Pro gamer
So-
move.
It's probably a multiplayer glitch, but I brought my auger in, and of course it's still blowing. It's still the animation of it emptying, so I got this jet of oats coming out the side.
Right on empty. JFK just reversed the trailer the whole time.
Pro move, buddy.
This is why we are on the pro side. It's business has not been out on the mod hub for a while. Pretty sure it just got updated to add console support.
I feel weird. I feel like there's something wrong. We're not cutting grass. What? I guess we are kind of cutting something.
Pretty sure it's been out for quite a while. I mean, it was listed as updated on the mod hub website. I think they changed the thumbnail picture.
So you're coming up the side I'm on right now, Klein? So we're just kind of
Yeah,
counterclockwise? Okay,
opening it up.
gotcha. I'll swing over to the other side on the way down.
That way he can just stay in the middle. Till we get to the point where it's a long drive, and then we can,
Jump to the outsides.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a base game map in 15.
Never stop moving.
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't have these harvesters for more than an hour. Explaining to all the great viewers why we chose such seemingly minuscule harvester. And that we can lease 2 of these for basically the cost of the next level up. The next level up doesn't give us a 10-meter working width. You buy a big harvester, let's say Joe's used to, you have to lease, we could lease 4 of these things and have a 20-meter working width. Same cost.
And complete the task in under an hour. So you only pay once.
Right. Why, we have a telehandler. Bucket capacity.
Hush.
A little bit under. Wheel loader. But its overall daily and hourly cost is significantly less.
called him sire. Can't type.
Hey, Canadian Goat, what's up?
Shh, no one saw that.
Somebody did, I promise. Those pigs have me worried though, man, because
Sorry,
they probably,
JFK, I have no pro moves. You just saw that.
I wonder how fast the pigs are breeding. I don't ever see them take any to the cell unless they're just selling them directly from the thing.
Alright, go to sell.
Alright. I think the sweet shop's just right there on Main Street by the gas station.
There's the guy that built it.
Shh. Built me a nice little sheep farm. Well, let's build today.
I saw that.
It's pretty cool looking. I used a spot on the map I didn't think was usable, but
Joking in the Discord. Stop. Looking too good, and you're gonna want to play on it, and no time to play on it.
no. So I got to thinking, although I don't think it's much money, but when we drive around, say like when we're bailing with the Fent, or like he's doing right now when he's driving around with just the tipper, do we get charged hours for the like the attachments, like the fork and or the loader and all that stuff?
I think so. I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't know how things know that they're in use. Can't be turned on.
So maybe if they're attached to a running vehicle, that's when it counts, I guess.
Possible. I try to intentionally disconnect things when I'm done using them. Done hauling digestate, I just intentionally disconnected the dolly from the tractor. Just in the event that having it attached for any reason would take up hours. Surely the water trailer isn't being used when getting attached to it. Look in the garage, but fork out. I just bought the
Any other pro
1.
tips you want to give away?
1.7 hours on the forks. 12 hours on the arms.
Yeah, there's no way we did 12 hours of arm work, so it must, anytime you run that tractor with the arms attached, it charges you. Same with like the weight. I mean, if you're just riding around with the weight.
The master scripter tells me, chat, it's based on moving time. The object is in motion, in use. Should be disconnected.
I put a little tree up there by the great chasm. Hopefully it'll, when it's kind of dark out, people are like, oh, tree, that's where the river's at.
Saw that. Great pro move.
Well, I can't help it. Sometimes I get this urge to like put decorative stuff down.
We're not going to do a challenge on
Anybody
the
want to
Alpine
harvest?
map. We're going to play the
Yeah, let me
Alpine
know.
map, just for
Switch
some
out.
duration of time. What's that?
I said if anybody wants to harvest, I can switch out.
Yeah, so it says if the vehicle's turned on or rolling, all implements attached. Collecting bales spent. Forks together one extra bale. Picking up.
Haha. Still learning stuff about this game.
$113 an hour for the farms.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much
$16
money.
an hour for the forks. If we go and lose by $1,000, oh,
It's because I put down trees.
10 hours of decorating. But at least we have a birdie farm.
That's right. If we lose, we're gonna lose in style.
Yeah, we got a third of the field done, and I got 0.3 hours on my harvest.
Yep, 3 for me.
Good to go.
I don't think we're getting quite the bales we were anticipating.
I don't know, you got a lot of passes. Always just slam boats back in it.
Yeah, you just replant it. So here's the question. Would it be better just to keep the harvesters if we're going to replant it then? Versus paying another setup fee?
$1,000 a day if they're sitting there. So how many days? 2 days? 3 days?
Yeah, it's 2 days pretty much.
Just sit there. $2,000 a day. $4,000. Hourly rate. Because we put another hour on each.
Mm-hmm.
Hourly rate is $2,200. $4,400.
So 8,400.
4,000. Saves us $2,000 if we 2 days per hour. Ditch them and release them. That's ignoring the header costs because that's
I say we just park them then. If we redo oats, we'll see.
so if we had 8 bales of straw yesterday, looks like we used 6 bales today. We had 2 left in the bin unless
I put those 2 in the feed mixer when I got here.
part of it is trying to figure out what our burn rate is on bales. And we're kind of good as far as house straw. 159,000 liters of cow straw. Bedding. So all we're going to burn through is TMR straw for a while. How long that's going to be. Hey, Ravenhawk, what's up?
I vote we just slam in some more oats.
All right.
Unless when we're done here, he's got like
Right. Under
100 straw bales over there.
well, we'll be close to. We're getting like 5 bales a row.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we may be okay then.
Have a stack of straw like we have the hay. Oh, you're
See, you can
Nighthawk.
always buy
Okay.
straw. What fun is that? You know?
And then all we'd be doing is silage bait.
Yep.
Everyone would tune in after the first 3 videos of silage baling.
Well, here in a week, next Thursday, there should be because that'll be 2 weeks, right? Next Thursday. Yeah.
Yep.
We're in for a surprise, everybody. So, to your viewers, next Thursday, for a surprise to the channel.
You tell them, kid.
And I think I've decided what it's going to be. And even though I know what it's going to be, nobody will have an advantage going into it. So, because I'm not going to tell you guys what it is.
Oh, what discipline?
I won't tell anybody other than myself.
Liberally not sway or make little hints about might be advantageous. Put in a potato field. You're like, what? Crazy. Just saying, if you want to do pigs, probably should have put potatoes in. What?
No, it's
Crazy?
I think it's going to be a surprise.
So you heard it here, it's not potatoes. We've whittled that down. This is No Man's Land, and you can find all the details in the description below.
I'm pretty sure by next Thursday, I don't care if you're making us do sugar beets and dig them out with spoons. It's got to be better than grass.
Just go ahead and sell. I'm at 23.
Well, really what it is there's going to be a couple different options, and I'll put it up to a vote for the viewers, and then the viewers can decide what the challenge will be for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, when we go insane from all this bailing, say we put in a golf course.
And then we can play straw bale golf or something.
Yeah. And you can use the landscape tool to make holes and everything.
I like it.
Don't have flags on the server. We have light poles. Those could be like the flags for the holes.
I'm at 0.5. Same, I'm sure.
Getting ready to roll. Had a little head start.
Yep.
Does indeed look different without all the trees. And Raz ran a strip down the middle. sliding strip.
When did the new consoles drop? What date was it?
It's in November. But in Chattanooga. From what I understand, Sony's already sold out of all the inventory they can produce in 2020.
Yeah, they.
It's just the pre-orders.
Yep.
So Microsoft might have a chance at doing some really good sales numbers if they can actually pump out the machines. It might be the only machine people could buy.
Yeah, a friend of mine I work with, he waited in line for like 6 hours to just pre-order one. Like camped outside of I can't remember, one of the GameStop or something like that.
I think they better wait till after the elections so that we don't have the friendly protesters going in there and getting some for free.
Well, it sounds like there won't be any in the stores, because so the store he went to, that GameStop only had 6 pre-orders they could give out, because that was the only they would only be getting 6 machines before Christmas. So
That
Oh
store
my.
is only getting allocated 6.
six. That one store only got 6 new PlayStations for pre-sale. That's it.
Yeah, and about 20 freaking white undescript vans outside waiting to mug them people.
Now I watched an interesting video of a tech tuber that was out basically at a California, so it was at one of the micro centers, and there was this big long line of people wanting to buy the 3080 3090s, and they had been camping out and had basically formed this little government and had created line rules for people. Everyone in line kind of agreed to all these line rules. So they had this check-in once an hour that you had to be there, check-in. You didn't have to be there the entire time, but you had to come back every hour for the check-in, because this was going on for a couple days. So you can go get food, you can go to the bathroom, go shower somewhere, whatever. But you had to be back for the line check-in, otherwise you lost your line. And they had an official, spot and line board with names on it. Then they also went and stuck it up on like Google Drive and had a spreadsheet up there that they made. Because apparently some folks came along and thought they were going to just pronounce themselves a certain position in line and try to mob rule and strike off names off the list. It's we got the master list is online. You can't get to that. It was published with a short URL so everyone could see their spot in line. Attempted full transparency of what was going on. And the store had 25 vouchers, cards. They came out here's the 25 people on the list. Well, those had vouchers. Then the other 7,500 people hung around on the off chance that the store would just get a random shipment of a couple cards. So while they're handing out while people are going in and getting the cards on launch day, and some of these people had been there for the 3080 and come back the week before, they come out and hey, we got 10 3080s just got in, literally right off the truck. So they're okay, well, who's the next 10 people on the list? You're here for the 3090, will you take a 3080 instead? Then heck yeah. But it was kind of cool how they all kind of set this stuff up.
See what happens? Just people will figure things out on their own. You know why? Because they're gamers. That's why.
Gamers.
I'm telling you, man. People think I'm crazy, but
No, they're smart nerds because the first 25 knew that a bigger person was going to go knock their asses out, go in there and get it.
so they were like, wait a minute.
So they
we
had
can't-
to get a allegiance of numbers.
Yep. They pulled a Belgium, created the United Nations.
Gex thinks that Alien Jim should have set the greenhouses up to turn the water on and off. He's concerned that we flooded the plant.
Well, they will turn off if you put water in them.
True, that's the great visual indicator that we ran out of water. Hey Seth,
Well,
what's
you
up?
don't want to work beside them too long.
He turned the volume down on them. He actually adjusted the volume in his last update. They used to be louder. If they run out of water, but they have manure, they look withered. So they have like a couple different animations. Did I say that right? Yeah, if they run out of water and have manure, yeah, they kind of have like this withered look to them. 0.6.
Alright, Raz, I have your next competition.
Oh,
Ready?
no. I'm listening.
10 farmers, 1 survivor.
Oh, we'll get
You-
a ton of views because we'll call it Survivor Series.
You get it voted off.
Yep.
Every week we have a vote. We kick somebody off.
Some sort of like challenge or something. You can win immunity.
No, I'm just going to kick off whoever I think's on the server all the time.
No rules. None.
No rules at all.
Imagination, man.
You
I
can
will
drive
be
through people's boats. You can plow people's stuff under. You can
We'll-
kill their
we'll-
animals.
I'm going to do logging. I'll terraform a ramp all the way to the trigger zone.
I wouldn't play with you guys. You're cutthroat. I'd just be over there like painting trees. My own little happy place.
Let's not vote Raz off. He's making the place look pretty.
There, I come right by him with the chainsaw.
Well, you can't
Not on
cut
this
down
map.
Tim's trees.
Now they're special.
They're made of concrete.
How is everybody doing tonight in chat? Alright, I'm at 0.6 now.
So, are we good to 0.9 or 1.0?
I think at 1.0, money comes down the bank. But if we're keeping them, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, we're getting rid of them now that I'm getting better at counting. I'm kind of not even looking forward to picking these suckers up.
How many do you think we'll end up with there?
I have no idea. Well over 100. See, when I first picked up after you guys, I wasn't getting too much off the sides, but dang, this middle.
So it is like real life, where the sides are yielding less. Deer have come in, the Sasquatch, and stripped out the seeds for
Spread.
family making his bread. Hey, Farmos, what's up? Oh, we could do a challenge, red versus green. We'll answer the question for real. Which machinery is better farm machinery? That way red can demonstrate.
I think I'm done with multiplayer for a little while after this one.
Yeah, you've been multiplayering for several months.
Since April. Yeah, I think, November I want to focus on the DLC. Do a Let's Play series. No mods, just using the DLC stuff. And, well, some basic script stuff, but no equipment mods, I guess.
I don't know, 2020 sucks so bad, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I hope Mommy masks up and makes a turkey. Say, Mom, I'll sit in my car and eat. But man, just make that turkey this year.
So the wife was putting in her, home shop network grocery order, the mystery shopper to buy our groceries. And for whatever reason, she thought she bought or ordered a whole turkey. But what we got, frozen turkey breast. So we're pulling it out, What is this thing? Frozen turkey. Is it like a turkey? I'm like, no, it's just a breast. Like, breast meat and formed into this lump. Oh, I thought I was getting a whole turkey. I don't know, I didn't look at the listing. See what it said, but yes, they make these things. It's boneless, like a ham. Turkey.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have me try to fry it Friday. Like, this is pre-cooked. You gotta just warm it up.
Like a ham.
Just like a ham. We'll see how this works out. Hey, Idle Beard, what's up?
Thanksgiving.
No, we cut the trees down.
That's right.
Got rid of the rocks
so
so
that
both sides had as even a playing field as possible.
My employer, they insist that everybody takes turn working the holidays, right?
Yep.
I work weekends. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what they'll do is they have to give me Friday, Saturday, or Sunday off so that I can work Wednesday night because it's a holiday. But then now somebody has to work the weekend because I'm not going to be there because they won't let me work overtime. It's just like... So either way, someone's getting shafted,
Yeah, well, so someone will be like, that guy never has to work holidays because he only ever works weekends.
I told him, I said, can't we just make it where if you work
hey, Thor,
weekends,
what's up?
like a dedicated weekend, anytime the holiday falls on the weekend, you just work it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure if we break out the calendar and we look, I'll probably be working the same amount of holidays as I do now. Just based on calendar rotation, you know.
Now, these people have PhDs and big degrees. It means they're not smart.
HR people.
So,
If there's any HR people watching, you're like lawyers. I despise.
So we're rolling out multi-factor, okay? And
That's impressive, Raz. Put your pipe light, please.
I thought it was. I was gonna fill up your baler with the pipe. Man.
well, so we're rolling out multi-factor. We sent out a open enroll. We're calling it open enrollment because it sounded fancy. HR people use. So we sent out the notice with documentation, a little beauty info video with little infographics and everything. And we had this one user who's typically as dense as redwood, you know, petrified redwood. Put in a request to basically for MFA enablement. And I looked at her account because basically validating that they've got multiple forms of identity registered. And to my surprise, this person had everything first time out of the gate, all ready to go. I was like, wow, that must be a true testament to how well our documentation is. And then it wasn't an hour later that I got a wonderful PhD tell me that he was ready to go. I looked on his account and he had basically 2 things registered, but neither of them were valid for multi-factor. They were only valid for password reset, which is what we told them in the infographic that was in the email, to which we listed in English in the email. So it's like this person has got some interesting problems with 1, reading comprehension, 2, visually associating information on a very clear infographic. Yeah. The more degrees you have, the less intelligent you are.
It's a less intelligent. They just feel like they don't have to do it.
Well, you have, this is my theory. You have a fixed amount of intelligence, everyone. So when you focus so stringently on one topic, you know a heck of a lot about that one topic. But since you know so much about that one topic, your brain completely dumps common sense.
You can do brain surgery, but you can't tie your shoes.
That's why they have Velcro straps. Or those new shoes that have the flip-up rears. You just slide your foot in and they just pop up. They look like they have 2 ties and everything. Yeah. And probably the people that invent those never graduated high school. Hey, lovely Sing, what's up?
Well, in my short time on this planet, I have met a couple millionaires. People that are, one is a multi-millionaire.
Hey Henry, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Extremely wealthy, and barely graduated high school. So both of them barely graduated high school. Never went to college. Nothing.
You're about done that side?
Yeah, I've got maybe this pass and 1 more. If I can optimize my header width. Witter. That's the new word.
You witter heads.
There you go.
Hey, Corporal Tom Peterson, how you doing? Oh, we're doing good. Got maybe.
Yeah, that's might be down to 3. I'm at 0.8, so when I get to 0.9, I'll stop.
Some super smart person would tell us what 60 divided into 10 increments is. Know how many minutes that really is?
Or if maybe Giants would use more than 1 decimal point.
You can see it tick up. Oh, okay.
But what's going to be funny is we
Captain,
didn't plan
sorry about
this
that.
at all. But it looks like we've optimized our field size to be perfect for this strategic plan almost.
You say it's luck.
It's
I say
you.
it's because we're on the pro team.
No, it's your. Every time you do something on a stream, it just works out magically.
Right at the end of the stream, I'm done whatever I started.
Exactly. Every time.
Well, then you shouldn't worry about going over that hour.
Anxiety. I still get it. I'm not worried. It's just fake digital money.
Yeah, I think I got 2 pounds.
It's like real life.
Hey, is it Ego Shah?
It's just all
What's
a
up?
simulation.
The Russian harvester is doing a great job. Wonderful little harvester. Quite frankly, I don't think it gets enough use in game. We're using it because it is El Cheapo. We have effectively 10 meters worth of working width for about the
Might
same
have to
cost of a medium-sized harvester.
I'm at 55, just so you know, JK.
24. I guess 60 divided by 10 is 60. When you see
Correct.
it roll at a 0.9, you have 6 minutes before it hits an hour. See, it only took me a little bit of thinking.
Finally got your shoes off, did you?
Oh, I got one of those shoes, you know, where the rear just pops off. You just pop off.
At 0.9. $14.22. So I'm gonna cut off at 14.27.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Steering wheel's all crooked. When you seed or plant where the seeder tire tracks are, it never seeds. You have a mod installed called ProSeed. ProSeed would do something like that. Are you using a modded seeder or in-game seeder? Yeah, ProSeed puts in tram lines. What you're seeing are tram lines, and there's a way to configure ProSeed, but I don't use it myself. I have 0.8. Got a little fiddly bit up here.
Yeah, but then again, it's not worth running it for that extra hour charge. Better off just plowing the crop under.
I got plenty. Yeah, so it's ProSeed. So there's a way to configure Proceed. Basically, the concept is that it puts tram lines in based on the working width of your fertilizer spreader or your herbicide sprayer. If you're going to be running through the field after you plant with one of those pieces of machinery, then you would tell Proceed that, hey, I've got a fertilizer spreader that has a 36-meter working width, or maybe you divide that by 2 or something. I don't know how it all works.
I'm killing the engine here at the end.
Basically what it does is it does some fancy math, and every so many meters it puts in tire tracks for you to drive down, and then you would have basically your 36-meter working width, half of that to the left, half of that to the right. Then you'd basically have 36 meters between each tram line, or each set of tram lines, because you're working with, you go down the field, you turn, you come back. So you'd have 36 meters you're working with of your spreader between the two fields. Keystrokes or anything like that. All right, so I just hit 0.9 at 9:57, so I should be good until 10:03.
I do 10:02 to be safe.
All right.
In case Giants round down. You never know.
I didn't see exactly when it changed.
Even better. Even better. Yeah, because how much is the hour fee? $3,000.
Two.
Yeah, so there isn't $2,000 worth of oats left out there, probably.
$2,200. Yeah, if you see it tick up an hour, it's like, well, I might as well just use it for another hour now.
Yeah. Here comes the acid man.
I think he's going to throw off my calculations. Hey, Paul, what's up? See if we can get to the end of the field before we hit an hour usage on the harvester.
I gotta get signed up on the VTC.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Pony Express Transport.
I'll do that tomorrow. I might do one more. Make a video for this weekend. Maybe this weekend there'll be a crab fishing and truck driving.
You'll have to tell me when you sign up because I don't get notifications. And I gotta go. Oh, this is stressful. Stressful. Working against the clock. And we make it. We're gonna try to make it. Hey, Country D, what's up? Now we're about a little over halfway. Autosave.
YouTube video on it's a city builder. Manure, is it Manure something? Manure Lords? What? Say that again, Jay.
Manor Lords? It's like a medieval.
Yeah,
town.
yeah. You build like a town and you have to defend it from attacks and stuff. It said something about combat. It's like a city builder, but then you have combat or something.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I think I've seen some early access gameplay on that.
I gotta continue the Hornak bloodline. You know, we left off kind of in the Iron Age.
Is it also kind of like first person-ish?
I think it's, you know, typical top down for like city building, but then maybe I didn't see a whole lot of first person.
You know, I'm laughing to myself. Did you ever look up that German forklift operator thing?
Not yet. I don't know.
Oh my God, you'll be laughing your butt off. I'd love to hear you take yourself. It's just that's stupid, you know. It's funny.
It should be my
did it.
YouTube channel.
Did it. 0.9 hours. We're done the field.
Oh, I actually had this idea at work one night because, you know, at 3 o'clock in the mornings when you come up with these great ideas. Remember Mystery Science Theater?
Is your harvester empty?
If it was, it wasn't unless he emptied it.
I
But
got
my
it.
pipe's out. Okay. So it is emptied. I think we should have plenty of bales. I think we should be okay. But I don't know if anybody remembers Mystery Science Theater when they sat in front of those bad B movies and made fun of them. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought that'd be a good YouTube channel where you and a couple other people just sit there like in the shadows and make fun of YouTube videos.
Oh, let's see. What do we got going on here?
Couldn't monetize it, of course, but who cares? It'd still be fun.
Hey, Isaiah, what's up? That's doing good. Cleared the bales earlier. Bales of wool. Let's check the wool price. Wool. 73 for wool. That's not.
For wool? No, I'm pretty sure I've seen it over 1,000 on here. I'm almost positive I saw it for like 1,100 the other day. And it wasn't great demand, if I remember right. I could be wrong.
Bale Kings. That's right. All right, so we made
But if we have the storage,
47,000 in boot income.
Knight, if you're watching,
Yes, I'm really Jay. I'm not a bot or anything.
yeah,
So we made 47,000 in oats.
let's see. And then if you were just to sell the straw, what's the price of straw right now?
Oh, I can never.
It don't matter. Grass silage makes way more money, especially with the BGA placeable. Without that BGA, I don't think it'd be as good. because there was a great demand the other day for silage at the barn, and they only paid like two. It was great demand, and it was only like $2.38 or something like that.
I think hardwood seasons isn't like 150.
So, I mean, without that BGA price, it still wouldn't be bad just because of your low machinery costs.
For advanced AI, that's what I am. How things always work out.
We always could do loose silage, you know. Ride around with the forge harvester with the mower attachment.
Okay, switch.
To me?
I'm gonna mow.
Oh, okay.
Can't mow with the little fence. Well, chaotic. First off, we'd have to own consoles. So it's probably not going to happen.
Put down slurry, digesting. Getting this right side cleared off. Just not running into bales.
Somehow I don't think we're going to run into slot count problems with No Man's Land. Given the fact that we can't own any equipment, we have to lease everything. We're not going to have this extra stuff lying around that we don't need to make use of on a regular basis. We also really couldn't do it where we have the server running 24/7 with teams of 5. All of those are kind of specific just to PC, right?
So the little fence got 33,000 on it. 33 hours on it.
One's got 16, and I think the other one had 12 on it.
So at an operating cost of $19.63 per hour, about $70,000 is what we spent to run the fence.
Still haven't bought it yet.
Nope.
A little cheaper than buying it outright.
It's kind of another reason why I did it this way, is to really kind of look at, you know, if you're not playing the map, like if you don't plan on putting, 40, 50, 60 hours on a vehicle, you're better off just leasing it.
But it is rough when you have $140,000 in lease cost.
It hurts. It hurts.
Then have 600,000 in biogassing same day.
Playing without seasons too, so and with seasons you don't generate income daily.
Indeed. So when we get it, when we flip, we'll take a look at what we own, what we're leasing, give you an idea of where we would be. I have no idea what any one thing has as far as a slot number.
Hey, does Giants have like a submit a feature thread or anything like that?
Stop. They might in the front.
I think you're supposed to go through your ambassador.
You could indeed.
Should be able to turn off that visual animal supply. Like there should be a function key that lets you, you know, put up your cows or something. Take them out of the pasture, you know what I mean? So like if you had a big cow area that had, you know, a big open pasture or something, maybe you want to do maintenance on it, you could go and hit a button that says, you know, put the cows in their stalls or something, and then they go in their stalls, and then you can work in your cow field without running through the cows.
Oh, are you bringing me a load?
I need to go get some. There's a little bit though. Maybe.
All right, I'll wait on you.
Are there any bales hiding here at the end, Darren?
All right, so while we wait, let's take a look at what we
The boat.
have. So we're only able to buy, because we can't lease
No.
buildings.
Okay.
So we've got the large cow pasture, the large sheep pasture, 2 liquid storage tanks, small biogas plant, 2 old bale shelters.
Just an idea.
This isn't on console. This is not.
Jim had one the other day, which was pretty good.
2 greenhouses, and wool storage isn't on console.
Like with the placeables, you
Nor are the bale
can kind of
storages.
customize your own menu. Or
Water
like your own
station, and then we
garage,
put
so
some
maybe
lights
you could
in.
create like a group, almost like a
Got a
transform
bridge,
group, but
and just some general
within
deco
your
stuff.
own garage. So like you could name it,
As far as equipment,
you know,
we've got the fence,
similar to the way multiplayer works, where
2
you can
case
build farms.
tractors, Ultra S,
You know, farm A and
telehandler,
all their stuff's in their garage, and farm B's.
PKD
But do the
trailer,
same thing in single player.
plow. Got the seeder and sprayer from the Cooverland pack.
And then
Breedall
that way,
spreader.
like if you're, you know,
Slurry tank.
if you got 2 or 3 different kind of farms,
Joskin's
you're playing on one
applicator, like we see
map,
here.
stuff's split up.
Got our mowers from the Vicon pack. Fast baler. Anderson wrapper. Pair of bale grabs. Milk trailer. Water trailer. Animal trailer. And our accessories. All right, you ready?
Oh, pro gamer move. I'm recording. I gotta show people this.
Ready, set, go. So I don't know how many slots any of that stuff would take. How many slots you've got available on No Man's Land. Of course, I assume that on No Man's Land, on console, town that was built out in the other farm.
You guys are doing excellent work there.
Basically would occupy slots, I suppose. Of course, whatever they have over there on their side would probably occupy slots. I don't think it would really work out that well where, like, you know, because Team A bought a bunch of stuff, released a bunch of stuff, Team B can't. As we're drawing out the digestate out of the supply tanker. Be able to get a much greater
I love how we just
run on
overflow
things.
the mixer. It's like bales stacked up.
Don't show GTX.
Oh, he's seen it.
So he should make a mod where you can put the bales above it and then hit a button and they drop in. There you
A bale hopper or bale loader.
go. That bale feeder. I saw this really cool YouTube video where they're making the little bales, and it had like this. It was a bale wagon built to fill like lofts above places. It was like this long conveyor belt snake. It kind of loaded it all up, and then when it took it to the loft, it unloaded it. But instead of pushing off at the bottom, it pushes it off at the top. It's pretty cool.
Maybe we can have bale storage sheds such that they would auto draw bales out of the storage sheds into the mixture. Hey Thor, thanks. You're just about empty.
Or he can just make like a big. He can combine all the
There he
scripts
goes.
in one place.
No, not yet.
Like a feeding factory or something.
Speed preset 2 should be right there around 9.
Or 10, I think.
We need to maintain. We're only running 9.
Yeah, just one big placeable that has like bale storage and also a feed mixer all in one. So I have a question. Can we mow these oats? Or is that a mow? There's not much left.
Totem, you get strong.
It's not much.
Hey, GoldenEye, what's up? Now we're going 10. There we go. Let's fill this tank up. We're all out of
Darren,
here.
You can grab the little mower, just the front one, put it on front and the baler behind it, and you can run over these oats that are left. I'm just curious to see how much we get on it.
Dang it, I was hurried up, come back here to unhook this baler so you guys could say something good about me today.
After that little experiment, we got some seed to put in.
And I was thinking the other day, can you attach stuff to the back of the Chrome?
The modded one.
Because if you really want to make silage bales, just put the fast baler behind the Chrome big M. Just go to town.
Hey, Paul, what's up? See where we're at.
Is it working?
Yes, it will as soon as I put the baler stuff down, but it's only putting down like fly poop in a pepper factory.
A little tiddly bit.
Just want to see if Thank you for entertaining me.
So, how many bales do we have?
Well, we will be getting rid of one here.
As soon as you
It's like-
eject one, we can.
It's like load 6 or 7, I think.
Grass that'll be used to fill out a straw bale. Far more valuable is grass to straw.
I forget how many I pulled straight from the field and stacked in the mixer.
It's like 4. Does that sound about right?
Got about a third of a tank still in there. All of Joe's gone. All of Joe's are off the server.
Did Acid Man leave? He's still logged in. Sometimes it's weird in multiplayer, like, it doesn't show up on the map.
Oh, he's hiding.
Alright, I think that's it.
Yeah, I didn't drop one down there.
If you guys see a bale, let me know. Oh, I think I got them all.
Nope, don't see any. General Smith says, hey. There he is.
Hello, hello, General Smith.
Time to top off. And repeat. No, they haven't raised. They're making quite the comeback.
147 bales plus, so 150.
Oh, I think we're good. They made a pretty good comeback
Yeah,
since
we'll be
last
good for a
stream.
while.
For 1.7 million, basically, we're at 1.8, 1.9. They had a pretty big sell-off. We should have a pretty good day today also. Somebody's going to hook up to the seeder and get to putting grass back down on this section of the field. And then, well, someone else can start mowing section over there. And when we are done, we can head to start baling it. Non-stop machine. We only made the oats for the straw. So now that we've got a decent amount of straw for total mixed rations and for the bedding for the cows, we're going to put grass back into here. Should be able to get at least 3 cuts off of this grass field before we need to put oats somewhere. Owen bailing fringe of the field right now. Hey, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow is the start of the second week. So we've got 3 more weeks of this to go. Now, after the first 24 hours or first 48 hours, Joe's were ahead by quite a bit. Then we came on strong last weekend. We've probably got, what? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 passes after this. Feet are all lined up. And our goal is to have all of our grass at different stages of growth. So you can see we've got grass here, 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 and up here, as well as do the Joes. They have all up on grass. See, we've got this section here is ready to harvest. The section up here is ready to harvest. Just harvested and mowed this plot here. I think Raz and Darren mowed this earlier today, earlier today, but yesterday, game day. And then we mowed this yesterday, real day, but 2 days ago, game day. Our goal is to have grass at different stages so that we can basically have grass somewhere always ready to mow, always ready to bring in. That way we really don't end up with having a large amount of grass at, let's say, final growth stage, just sitting there. The way we see it is if we have grass growing, that is potential revenue. If we have grass that's fully grown, just sitting there waiting for us to mow it, well, that's lost revenue because we could have flipped that field and gotten more growth out of it. So we're not necessarily waiting until the final growth stage to cut the grass. We're going to cut any grass that's available to harvest. If it happens to get to the full growth stage, or we end up getting to it, then we'll just prioritize that grass first so that we can get the next cutting growing on that field. Growing grass is profitable grass. How we're looking at it. Paul, we do not know how many hours each team's put into it. And we could kind of sum up the number of hours on our tractors and have a general idea of how many hours our team has put in. I know the Fent has 33 hours. This one has 16 hours. We've got another case that I think has 12 hours. How many hours are on the Voltra?
34 and a half.
34 hours on the Voltra.
More than the Fent.
We figure how much plowing we've done.
Oh, yeah. We got a telehandler. We had a skid steer. We got rid of that. The challenge does not let us hire any help. Hours on the tractors have to be with someone in it, using it. Sum up all of those hours, that's basically what the team has put into the challenge in the first week. Of course, by doing it this way, we don't have to stop, go fill up our spreader. Keep the spreader moving. Well, then that just means we're going to be putting less hours on that particular piece of machinery. And we're going to be able to get the job done quicker and move on to something that is more, hopefully more profitable.
See, $3,800 right there.
Hour?
No, I was mowing all the grass really close to the farm that was orange, and I got 3 bales, $3,800.
Oh, yeah.
I paid for my trees. I just put the little mower on the front of the fence, put the baler behind it, ran it all at the same time.
Yeah, and I was like, look, some in the fringes of the grass that we feet, we're probably not going to buy anything.
All right, so sprayer
for now.
We're not going to plant anything for a while. We won't need it, right?
Unload it before you.
Yep.
I made that non-pro gamer move when I little split.
Next question. Are we going to plow any more fields?
Oh gosh, don't you think we got enough grass to keep us occupied?
I mean, I do, personally. I mean, just because, and again, we can buy these plots and mow them.
And we talked the other day about buying the grass land just to hike out the other team. Wasted money. Can't get rid of the land. Own it.
You just want to wait a week, see where we're at.
How much that thing
Get
costs
rid of
us?
it.
So that costs us per day to just hold on to it. But
Because if we don't need the plow, we get rid of the Voltra too. I mean, if we need another tractor, we're better off just getting another case.
yeah,
What other options? Let's see.
so yeah, we're probably not going to buy anything else extra because I think we've got enough grassland. We can just keep flipping it. I mean, if we run into a condition where somehow all the grass we have is in a state that we can't mow it, then we are know, losing out on productivity, then we'll probably buy another plot. If we do buy another
Or we
plot,
just minimize its use. I mean, 'cause
we
see how
might
much it
get
costs per day
23
to
or
keep-
25. 25 looks
like
like
you
it's
said,
got
we
pretty
just
good
use it
grass.
for hauling the
22 and
stuff.
12, they're pretty thin grass because this
I
was
think
a
you
big
should have enough to
forest.
finish up.
Yeah, it's $3,170 a day.
How much to lease it outright?
Initial, like, to release it, 16 grand, because its operating cost is 66.57 an hour.
More than 6 days without using it, could have returned it. I think we just rid of it.
Where the case, which is 140 horsepower less, is only 3,000. It's only 1,400 a day and 3,000 per hour.
Oh, you're talking about the Voltra.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about
the Voltra and the plow and the cedar. We can get rid of too.
the plow is $590 a day, $3,000 to lease it. That's again 6 days. Plow sits idle for 6 days. We should. And we have what, about a day and a half per game day, per real day.
Yep. So 4 days.
4 real days. So do we think we're going to be plowing anything by the weekend? I don't think so.
Not unless you
No.
guys feel like we need to buy more fields. That's really the only reason why we need to plow.
I don't think we want to buy any fields until we find
No.
ourselves with absolutely no grass cut and time to do so.
And at that point, we'll just mow it el natural. We don't need to go plowing that sucker in and then be iffy on even fertilizing it all the time.
Alright guys, well that's gonna be it for me tonight.
Thank you for your help, sir.
Good old karting skills.
Heck, man. Heck yeah, you were.
The old reverse reload or unload.
I liked it. I liked how you just scooped up that bale right in front of you. Watch this.
I
Here,
just
hold
like
Hold
I
my
just-
beer.
I just like how you showed up and won Employee of the Year away from me.
Sorry.
He sounds really upset about it.
Alright, later.
I mean, all that plowing.
Oh, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just to plow in fields. So what do you think? Drop the Voltra and the plow and all that stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, man. Skip it. Not the cedar, because Darren's using it.
When I'm done with it, you want me to unload it and get rid of it?
Yeah, because if I don't plan on seeding anything for a while. We got plenty of bales, right? Guess we don't need the spreader either. Can empty it. We're thinning out the yard, fellas.
And nothing needs lime at the moment.
That's really all we use the spreader for. Is lime.
Yeah, we need to thin down our daily expenses. No, we're not planning on doing normal crops because silage per acre is the winning crop. The only reason we did oats was to get the straw for our mixed rations, because milk pays good and cows reproduce better when they have a higher productivity. So, you know, once we get to a certain point, we're going to be selling cows too on a daily basis. Right now we have 294 cows. We get a new cow every 4 hours and 15 minutes.
If we need another tractor, we'll grab one. I'm not going to get one right now.
So we got
There's
44,000
no
liters
point
of milk,
getting it until we have
13,000 liters of
nothing to
slurry.
use.
Manure is paying off pretty good because we can put manure in the biogas plant. Also using the manure for greenhouses. 2 greenhouses, if we keep them full of manure in water, they're going to pay us $24,000 a day. Helps offset our running costs.
I think we got a pretty solid plan, fellers.
I'll cut some headland passes in here just because I find it personally easier to flip the mower when we have more room. Don't need to stop.
5 days ago, we're just gonna have to each just do a 24-hour live stream, sucking down a case of Red Bull.
Oh. Look away, and we're missing strips of grass. And I wouldn't really try to keep up with us because we've got 5 people on both sides, obviously with drastically different schedules. Raz can do a lot of stuff during the week, during the day. He works weekends. Others of us can focus on more weekend stuff while we are doing other things during the week. I do have GPS, I just chose not
I'm
to
just cleaning
flip
up
it
the yard and I'll come and start baling.
90 degrees.
Getting rid of all the pallets and unloaded and this stuff.
Just mowing passes until I get up here to where we seeded. Then I'm going to start doing up and downs. Now the other team is doing, they've got some pigs over there. They were doing different crops. I think growing obviously crops for the pigs. They have since forth put in all grass. I don't know if the strategy is to plow up some grass when they need additional crops for the pigs, or if they're just going to let the pigs reproduce until they run out of food, and at that point ditch the pigs. We've decided that with each silage bale bringing us in $1,600, you can't get any other crop out there that's going to be that profitable. I have no idea what day this is, because the server runs 24/7. It runs a custom fast night implementation. So at 9 p.m. the server bumps up to 120 speed and runs for about 10 minutes. And at that point, then it's 6 a.m. and then it cuts back to 1x. So for every real day, we have approximately a day and a half on the server goes by. No, we're not. Just changes the color. See? Still dark blue. Not changing any light color. Changes color. I mean, I guess if we look at what did we think the Fent was the first thing he bought? 11 days. Had the Fent for 11 days now. Yeah, we got some sheep. Bought a bunch of sheep. We've been buying extra cows on a regular basis. Raz did a little bit of landscaping. Couldn't help himself. Hey, Will, what's up? Well, this is the biogas plant that is on the map. Under miscellaneous. It's the small biogas plant. I think he's gone in and upped the processing time.
Still streaming?
Yeah, for a few more. So it seems to chew through silage pretty quick.
It was fun. I had fun tonight.
Oh, whoa, what do we turn on? Hold on. So a lot of our strategy is basically trying to minimize our daily costs. Obviously, minimize our running expenses as best we can. And keep making those silage bales, keep feeding the biogas plant. Keeping the TMR mixer running. I think we're pretty close to balancing out our mixed rations usage and the mixer's ability to produce. Want to keep it kind of topped off. I've got bales there on the input hopper, so that it's constantly making mixed rations. I think the other team might actually have 2 mixers. So maybe they have more cows and are now over that tipping point, and they need 2 mixers to keep up. We've been buying the cows with the small Joskin animal trailer. Because 1, it's cheap. 2, we didn't want to lose money, $200 an animal, in the transport fee by just buying them at the trigger. Again, our goal is to minimize expenses as much as possible. We have to run the animal trailer. At this number of animals, it is far cheaper to own a trailer than to buy them at the trigger. I mentioned never seeing them sell animals. I've never seen them sell milk.
I wonder if they're holding for a great demand.
There's no assurances that the great demand is going to be a good price. Keeps you from bottom dropping out of it if you sell a bunch. Alright guys, well that is where I'm going to call it. Call a stream there. I'm going to finish mowing this section over here. I'm going to head off to bed because I have work in the office tomorrow. Come back on Friday night. We'll see where we are. The plan is I'll stream Friday night, basically every other night, assuming we have decent daylight. Like I said, the server runs 1x speed.
Hey,
You get
Klein,
about a day and a half.
you want to
per
take a
real
swipe
day.
really close to the water here?
All right, my next trip up. But it will eventually fall at a time where it's dark,
Maximize.
or the time that we're going to be streaming.
Maximize our grass, right?
And I can't fast forward the time and make it more daylight for you guys. So if that happens, then we just won't stream that night. We'll just have to see how it kind of works out. During the day, I am paying attention to what time it is on the server and kind of trying to calculate out what time is it going to be when we get to stream. You know, if we're going to have decent daylight or night or not. And other than that one stream, possibly the start stream, we had pretty good daylight for all the streams so far. Till next time, happy farming.